So why did I become a mindset coach? Very sadly, in 2015, I lost my best friend and my brother to suicide, and I was the one that found him. This had a massive impact on my mental health, as you can imagine. And then from that, I really struggled with my mental health, with depression and suicidal thoughts. Luckily, I was able to come through the other side, and I've got to where I am today. And I ultimately looked at myself and I thought, well, what do I do every single day? At where I'm at right now, I'm in a really good place, physically, mentally. And like I said, I look at what I'm doing every day and I thought, what are my routines? What are my habits? What are my systems? And I thought, if I can pass these on to other people that are either, struggling with their mental health, or people that are doing really well already, but they just want to be doing that a little bit better, and I can pass that on to them, for them to implement these positive habits into their routines to help them again improve. That's what I was going to do. And while I can hold them accountable at the same time and take them through that journey, so then they start to implement them habits themselves. And also, I had a lot of people that would message me on Instagram when I started on this journey for mental health awareness. Back in 2019, I'd get inundated with messages from people saying, I'm really struggling, what do I do? I'm really, really low. Is there anything that you recommend? And obviously through a message on Instagram, there's only so much advice that you can give. And it was really that gave me this idea of, if I can pass everything on that's worked for me over the last few years, that's got me in that best possible mental state and physical state as well. If I can give this to other people as a coach and coach them through it, then ultimately that's what I'm going to do. And I started now back in July last year, so July 2023, and it's honestly been the best thing I've ever done. It's the most fulfilling thing ever, knowing that you've coached somebody from the lowest point of their life back to probably the best place they've ever been in. And that for me is what it's all about. And the feedback that I've had, at first I thought, would it work, would it not work? It was completely unknown to me. I'd never coached before in my life. But obviously I thought I'll give it a go and see what happens. And yeah, some of the results I've had from the people I've worked with, it's been absolutely phenomenal. And not just that, but the relationships that I've made as well. Like, I honestly think I've made some friends for life, which is obviously really special as well. So yeah, it's been one hell of a journey so far, and I'm looking forward to carrying it on and seeing where it goes. I honestly think that there's no limit to this. There's so many people out there that I think need this service, need this coaching, not just from myself, but other people similar, because it does work. And it may seem quite daunting to start with, but once you get into it, you realise that it is quite simple. The habits that we implement, the very simple habits, it's very simple changes that you make to your day. The 1%ers throughout the day lead to overall a massive significant change, and it's just about 1% better every day, putting one step in front of the other, not focusing too much into the future, just focus on the here and now. Like I said, one step in front of the other, one day at a time, implementing positive habit after positive habit after positive habit. And before you know it, 3 months, 6 months later, you look back and think, fucking hell, look how far I've come. And again, it just starts with those small little changes. So that's why I became a mindset coach, and yeah, the best thing I've ever done by far. For some people that might be wondering, what is your mindset? Your mindset is your perception, it's your perspective and how you see yourself, it's how you see the world, and how you see your situation. Unfortunately for a lot of people, they can see themselves in quite a negative way. They can definitely see the world in a negative way. And it's just about changing that perspective. Start seeing yourself in a more positive light. Start seeing things that happen that are negative, seeing those negative things, rather than saying, oh God, it's happened to me again. Seeing it in a way where you think, right, something negative has happened here, but I'm going to use this now because I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to become better, and I'm going to grow, and I'm going to help other people around me. And that ultimately, in a nutshell, is what your mindset is. And I've spoke a lot previously about having a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. And ultimately, my goal as a coach is to take you from this fixed mindset to a growth mindset, where you are then able to pretty much achieve whatever you want. And it all just starts with this. and that ultimately what your mindset is and what I'm helping people do as a coach. So if this is something that you think could benefit from you, it just starts with a call. Just book a free discovery call with myself. I'd love to get to know your situation, love to get to know more about you and what's going on currently, and see if it's a good fit. If it is, great, and if it's not, we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching.